Hi everyone, hope you're doing well today. I just wanted to do a quick series of some core exercises. Lots of people come to me with low back pain, and not to oversimplify the issue because it certainly can be from low back pain can be the result of various things, but oftentimes it's a lack of sufficient stability in the pelvis, not enough core strength, and sometimes the strength is there, but you just don't have the muscles are there, you just don't have the awareness to engage them, and you have to create a pattern of engagement that your body becomes more accustomed to. And it can be just something simple as how you stand, that you're not using your core properly. It's a very subtle in that situation, but these exercises can help you strengthen those muscles. And if you have questions or if you want a little bit extra feedback on what would be happening with you personally, feel free, of course, to reach out to me. A friend of mine kept asking me about doing a core sequence for her, so here you go. The first one, I'm going to start on your back, and I'll show you a little progression for this one. It's important that you keep your knees right over your hips because you'll want to do this. You want to keep them right about here, and do not flatten your lower back. You want to keep that little bit of neutral curve and pull your ribs in towards center. Kind of like you're tightening a belt around your waist. You're going to tap one foot down, but you're just going to barely tap it down. And notice that other leg is staying exactly the same spot. It can be helpful to keep your hands there so you can feel if it's moving, because you might want to do this, but that's cheating. Nobody wants to cheat. You can tap your foot down in your exhale. Again, it's just barely touching down. And once you've got that, you can add on the arms to work on a little coordination. It does increase the challenge a bit. So take your arms straight up. And now we're going to move the opposite arm with the leg. Well, that's the same side. No, that's the same side. Here we go. See, it's hard. I'm running into the wall. Okay. And I recommend doing 10 on each side. So we kind of started, you can stay with that first part or move on to here. And let's just go ahead and do 5 more on each side. We're going to do 2 sets. So this first one is a little bit explanation, and might be a few more or less reps as I talk and try and count at the same time. So let's do 1 more on each side. Okay. And the next one will be from a side plank position. And I like to do these sometimes on my forearm and sometimes on my hand. We're going to do forearm today. Just make sure your elbow is right under your shoulder and your hand is straight out from your shoulder. So you have a nice 90-degree there. Make sure that you're looking forward. Avoid looking down because that might bring your shoulder forward, which is really not very good for your shoulder stability. All right, so the bottom knee is going to stay down. The top foot is flexed. Just going to lift your hips up off of the ground and lower. 1, working the obliques. On the other side, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this 8, the obliques will help keep that pelvis stable as well. 9 and 10. I'm just going to flip over to the other side. Before you start, always making sure you have that alignment, that 90-degree bend, and again, make sure your head is forward. If you look down, your shoulder will come with you. Again, not a good position for your shoulder to support your weight. So the bottom knee is down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we're going to go back onto our backs for the next one. And I'll show you a little progression. We'll start with a little easier version, and if you want it to be more challenging, I'll show you how you can do that. Hands behind your head. Remember, the hands are there to support your head, not to pull on your neck. So lifting your head first, and just have the hands gently there to support the weight if you need it. If you don't need it, you can keep them here. I have some old neck injuries, so for me it feels better to have a little support. Point your toes, again, tighten that belt around your waist, and big kicks. And we'll start like this, and maybe you feel like you need this to be a little more challenging, or maybe this is enough for you. If you'd like it a little bit harder, you can go up a little higher and grab onto your calf. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So I have to let go of my ego a little bit and hold on to my head. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And for the next one, we're going to move back into a side plank position, 10 on each side. And this time we're going to lift and lower that top leg. So the bottom knee is going to be down again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Working those outer hip muscles. 9, 10, 10 more. A little faster. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And those also strengthening those muscles, the outer hip, also helps to stabilize the pelvis, which is super important. And other side. Again, setting up your alignment really good before we get started. Bottom knee is down. Here we go. 1, 10 slow, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, and quick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to do all of that again. And we're going to start on the back with what's sometimes called a dead bug exercise. And then we'll do 10 on each side of that. So return to your back. I'm going to go right into the alternating or incorporating the arms, but you can stay with just the legs if that works better for you today. Here we go. I didn't leave enough space behind me. Oh well. 2, 3, 3. Keep that belt nice and tight. 4. And over time, you'll feel that automatically happen. Oops. 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, and 10. All right, and back into that side plank. We're just lifting those hips up. You can do this from a full side plank if you like. Actually, I'll go ahead and demonstrate that. If you'd like to stay with what we did before, then do that. Just 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side. So again, making sure you're setting up that plank nicely. I'll do this side from a full side plank, so I'm balanced. But again, you can do this like so, for the modified version. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, and then we'll go on to our backs again for those kicks. And again, you can have a little bit higher lift of the shoulders, or you can have just a little bit of lift depending on what's appropriate for you. If you do feel this a lot in your hip flexors, it's an indication that you're not using your core properly or enough. So maybe just bring it down to a lower level. Decrease the range of motion of your kicks will also make that a little easier. So we want to work that core, again, feeling it here, then something's not doing something quite right. And if you do have questions, of course, reach out. Here we go. We're going to do 20 on each side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19, 20, Okay, and the next one we're back into that side plank. So this is a twofer. You get to strengthen your shoulder, and also strengthen those outer hips. So again, we're gonna do 10 a little slower. I'm gonna do 10 pulses. You can also do this one from a full side plank, a little trickier. If you wanna try, go for it. If your shoulder starts to feel wobbly, please do put that bottom knee down because it's not really worth hurting your shoulder. And you can get to that full side plank position in time, and maybe not very little time if you practice. Okay, so I'm gonna try from full side plank for any of you who might want to join me for that. 1, 10, 9, 8, oh boy, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Ooh, that was hard. All right, kind of harder than I thought it would be. Okay, guess I need to practice too. All right, let's try the other side. If you're going for that full plank, make sure that leg is nice and strong, foot is flexed. You can even put your heel against the wall. Just make it just a little bit easier as well. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. All right. Hope you found that helpful. Let me know if you have questions or concerns, or if you'd like to work with me. I'm also available for online workouts via Zoom, or distance workouts via Zoom rather. So reach out either way. I'd love to hear from you. Have a healthy day wherever you are in the world.